Let's discuss carbon in an ecosystem. There's abiotic factors, A meaning not, biotic is living, so non-living factors like water, air, rocks, and living factors, right? Biotic, living things. So biotic and abiotic interact with carbon. So carbon in the atmosphere is abiotic, and it's CO2, carbon dioxide. Plants can take in that carbon dioxide via photosynthesis, and plants are the producers. So notice it goes from an abiotic atmosphere into the producers, which are biotic. And it can go from biotic to biotic, of course, by an herbivore or like a cow eating a plant. It can go from a cow doing cellular respiration, releasing carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. So going from biotic to abiotic. And when something dies, it decomposes, right? Another biotic factor. But decomposers do cellular respiration, and so they can release carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. And they can also release carbon to the soils, the geosphere. Carbon atoms cannot be made nor destroyed. They're just transferred. Carbon moves from one organism to another organism, or from one reservoir to another reservoir. The same amount of carbon atoms have to be transferred. So what goes into one has to leave the other. So for take example, we have producers, and 100 grams of carbon atoms go into herbivores. So if 100 goes into herbivores, that means 100 in total has to come out of herbivores. So you notice 80 grams of carbon are released to the atmosphere in cellular respiration, 10 are transferred over to the carnivores, and 10 are transferred down to the decomposers. So in my red arrow, 100 goes into the herbivores, and then 100 has to leave the herbivores. Now those are the blue arrows. Once again, the same idea for carnivores. 10 goes into the carnivores, so 9 leaves in cellular respiration, and 1 gets transferred over to the decomposers. And then you can take a look here. 100 coming in from the producers into the decomposers, 10 coming in from the herbivores, 1 going from the carnivores into the decomposers, and of course those numbers have to equal what comes out of the decomposers. So 60 grams are broken down molecules left in the soil, and also 51 grams per meter squared would be released to the air in cellular respiration. Key things is notice everything, the arrows all going in, the amount of carbon going in to one reservoir or one organism has to leave, equal what has to leave. So my question to you is, using this same logic, is how much carbon is going into the producers? Pay attention to how much is leaving, and it makes it easy to figure out how much the producers are taking out of the atmosphere. I hope this helps. Thanks.